It starts quietly, a thought as you're trying to fall asleep. Did I sign the permission slip? We're almost out of milk. The dog's vet appointment is next week. My mother's birthday is coming up. This isn't just a list of tasks, it's a constant humming background track of responsibility. For many, this management is a solo job, an invisible second shift after the paid workday ends. This is the mental load, the project management of the domestic sphere. It's planning, organizing, and anticipating needs before they arise. Think of it as being the CEO of your household, without the paycheck or recognition. You know where the light bulbs are, when your child outgrew their sneakers, and when a friend needs a check-in. This work is constant, exhausting, and essential. Picture a Saturday morning. One partner relaxes, the other's mind races with laundry, parties, groceries, and garbage. Even delegating is a task. Identifying needs, breaking them down, assigning them. The work isn't just in the doing, it's in the knowing. It's the emotional and mental energy spent ensuring everything gets done, on time, by someone. This labor is often unseen and unacknowledged, making it feel heavy and isolating. It creates a quiet imbalance, a rift that grows over time. The person carrying the load feels overwhelmed and resentful. Their partner may be completely unaware. They see a functioning home, not the invisible scaffolding holding it all up. The mental load is the silent engine that keeps everything running, but it comes at a cost. Let's break it down. The mental load is the thinking work, the endless to-do list in your head. It's anticipating, planning, and organizing for the family, remembering birthdays, appointments, meals, and what needs restocking. It's not just making the grocery list, it's noticing what's running low. Then there's emotional labor, managing feelings to keep harmony at home. It's soothing a child, listening to a partner's bad day, sending sympathy cards, and mediating arguments. Often the person carrying the mental load also does most of the emotional labor. Planning a birthday party? That's mental load. Managing everyone's feelings at the party? That's emotional labor. This combination is exhausting. Burnout happens when the demand for your cognitive and emotional energy exceeds your capacity without enough rest. It's not just tiredness, it's feeling depleted, irritable, and detached. The hardest part of mental load and emotional labor is that it's invisible. You see dirty laundry, but not the mental energy to remember to switch it before it mildews. You see a clean house, but not the dozens of micro decisions behind it. One partner feels like they're running a marathon, the other doesn't even know there's a race. The person carrying the load feels unseen, the other is confused by resentment. This invisibility lets the imbalance grow unchecked. The person carrying the weight may not have words for it, they just know they're tired and anxious. Attempts to explain are often met with defensiveness. I took out the trash, missing the point. The conflict isn't about a single task. It's about the crushing weight of ownership. Eventually, the invisible weight becomes visible, communication breaks down, tempers flare, intimacy fades. The relationship, meant to be supportive, becomes the main source of stress. The invisible weight creates a painful distance between two people who still care but can't reconnect. The cost is real: exhaustion, resentment, and a growing chasm. The solution starts with seeing what's been hidden. Only then can you begin to share the load. Let's look at Maria and Ben. Maria is the default parent. She knows every detail, from teachers' names to the brand of yogurt her toddler eats. Ben helps when asked, but doesn't notice what needs doing on his own. Maria feels like a manager, not a partner. Sarah and Tom have no kids, but Sarah manages their social calendar, buys gifts, and keeps up with friends. Tom enjoys their social life, but is a passive participant. When he says, "Just tell me what to do," Sarah feels like the project manager of their life. Then there's Chloe, who manages the emotional connection with her husband's elderly mother. David loves his mom, but relies on Chloe to maintain the relationship. Chloe feels depleted, managing her own feelings and everyone else's. These stories are common. The imbalance isn't malicious. Ben, Tom, and David aren't bad partners. They just don't see the invisible work. The act of telling is the very work their partners want to share. The result? Maria feels resentful, Sarah feels lonely, Chloe feels exhausted. The chasm grows where connection and joy used to be. The pattern is everywhere. One person manages, the other helps. True partnership means sharing the knowing, not just the doing. Until then, the imbalance persists. The cost is always connection. The immediate cost of imbalance is chronic stress. The person carrying the load is always on alert, their mind racing with tasks and worries. This leads to mental fatigue, anxiety, and a loss of joy in daily life. Where stress goes, resentment follows. Resentment builds when contributions are unseen and undervalued. It festers when you see your partner relaxing while your mind is still racing. This changes how you see your partner, from teammate to another responsibility. Stress and resentment lead to disconnection. Communication becomes transactional, focused only on logistics. Intimacy dwindles. The relationship feels like a business arrangement. Both partners are unhappy, even if only one feels the weight. The home becomes a workplace, not a sanctuary. The relationship suffers and no one wins. There's no magic fix, just honest communication. Don't wait for your partner to just get it. Start a new kind of conversation. Move from vague complaints to clear, compassionate dialogue. Use I statements. I feel overwhelmed managing all the school stuff, not you never help. The goal is understanding, not blame. Make the invisible visible. Write down all the tasks you do. This isn't about keeping score. It's about creating a shared map. Set a new standard. Both partners are equally responsible for the home and family. Share not just the chores, but the mental and emotional labor. It all starts with that brave, honest conversation. Conversation is the start, but a system creates lasting change. Just helping more keeps the old dynamic. One manages, one helps. The Fair Play method offers a new system. All time is equal. Make invisible work visible. List every task, including mental and emotional labor. Use cards or a list. Each represents a responsibility. Deal out the cards. When you take one, you own it from start to finish. No more reminders or micromanaging. Ownership is the game changer. It frees the manager and empowers the partner. Agree on standards for each task. What does done mean? Trust and communication are key. The system brings fairness, clarity, and peace. It's a real partnership, not just a division of chores. Start with a dedicated time to talk. Schedule it like any important appointment. Go somewhere neutral. Give the conversation your full attention. Next, create your master list together. Every task, big and small, visible and invisible. This isn't about scorekeeping, it's about truth-telling. Then deal out the tasks. Decide who owns what. The split doesn't have to be 50-50ths, but it should feel fair. Once a task is yours, it's yours from start to finish. Let go of control. Trust builds over time. Finally, check in regularly. Life changes, so should your system. Talk about what's working and what's not. Adjust as needed to keep things fair and balanced. This ongoing communication keeps resentment at bay. You're building a team, not just a household. Rebalancing your household is about more than chores. It's an act of love and respect. It's a commitment to a partnership where both people feel seen and valued. The process takes honesty and a willingness to change, but the reward is a thriving relationship. Sharing the mental load creates space for presence, creativity, and connection. When you're not bogged down by resentment, there's room for laughter, intimacy, and joy. Imagine a future where you operate as a true team. Responsibilities are clear, and both have time to rest and grow. This isn't a fantasy. It's achievable for any couple willing to do the work. It starts with making the invisible visible and building a system of fairness. By tackling the invisible work together, you're building a stronger, more loving foundation. The path forward is one you can and should walk together.